might be back. We might be back in a big way. In week 6, we went 10-2 heading into Sunday Night Football. You can't get too excited because I want to go flawless. The goal is flawless for one of the weeks. Now, our overall record on the season is better because last week we went 7-7. This week 10-2. Much, much better. That's what we expect, right? Now, looking at what we have for the rest of week 6, I have the Lions over the Chiefs as dogs. Don't ask. Let's see what happens. That's a risky game, right? A risky game. And then we have the Bills beating the Falcons. I have high hopes. And we have the Commanders over the Bears. So we can go, 13-2 this week in week 6. On to week 7 with an AFC North divisional battle on Thursday Night Football. The Steelers take on Cincinnati and Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco looked better in the second half of the Packers versus Bengals game, but he couldn't take down Green Bay twice. He wasn't able to support Jamar Chase and T. Higgins as good fantasy football options. Go check out True Fantasy Review on YouTube. True Fantasy Review. Go subscribe for the best fantasy content right there. But taking a look at what the Steelers did. This Pittsburgh team pretty much dominated the Browns, especially on defense. This steel curtain seems to be back. They gave up 9 points to the Cleveland Browns. And they made Dylan Gabriel look silly, man. Dylan Gabriel was not able to have anything. Jerry Jeudy was in purgatory all day. Jerry Jeudy had 13 targets. Comment down below, how many catches did he have on those 13 targets? 5. Embarrassing. Now, this steel curtain in week 4 held the Vikings to 21 points. So they might be back considering they were giving up 30-plus points in the first couple of weeks of the season. So the Steelers defense, if that's back, it could give Joe Flacco a hard time. And I'm interested in the Steelers front 4, the front 5, right? So listen, Quinshon Judkins, 12 rushes. This is the same Quinshon Judkins that's been averaging 100 yards per game. 12 rushes, only 36 yards. The ground game was stopped for Cleveland. What chance does Chase Brown have, who's looked ineffective all season long? I'm going with the Steelers here on the road, but keep in mind that the AFC North battles always get a little bit, what do you call it, glitchy, right? So keep that in mind. Steelers are 5.5-point favorites here. It seems like a very, very fair spread that I wouldn't be touching. I'm going Steelers money line. Rams and Jaguars in London. I don't know why. Was that an accident? I don't know, man. But listen, Puka Nacua is key. Puka Nacua is key to this game. If Puka is healthy, the Rams win. Puka is not healthy. He never is. Never. It seems like a foot sprain. You guys will know more about this probably when you're watching the video. The Rams are 3-point favorites. Probably shifts to 4.5 with positive Puka Nacua news. The Jacksonville Jaguars kind of hung out with the Seattle Seahawks. Keep in mind, BTJ had a touchdown wiped off the board by offsides from Travis Hunter, believe it or not. But BTJ had a breakout game. He had 100 receiving yards. He had 1 touchdown. Could have been more yards. Could have been another touchdown as well. Trevor Lawrence has actually looked pretty good this year. And I think the Jacksonville Jaguars, Vegas is giving them the respect here as only being 3-point dogs. And I think that's fair. I think this game could be a lot more competitive than people think. This is probably the game you have to put in your parlay to boost your odds. I'm going Rams money line, man. Because, I'm taking Stafford over Trevor Lawrence every day of the week. I think Devontae Adams has a big game, even if you have no Puka. Kyron Williams has had back-to-back great weeks. I just like the Rams a little bit more, man. Now, hopefully Puka can make it work this week. Hopefully Puka's injury is not serious with his ankle or foot or whatever they're calling it. Saints at Bears. I haven't seen Monday Night Football yet, but let me tell you this. I am a Bears hater. And I actually think that Spencer Rattler has kind of been playing decently clean football. But decently clean football can only take you so far. This game is in Chicago. If it was in New Orleans, to be honest, I'd probably go Saints. Now, that's just what I'm leaning with here. The Bears are 5.5-point favorites here. That seems aggressive, but I'm going Bears money line. Patriots at Titans. New England Patriots did not let me down. I was torn about who would win Patriots-Saints, which might be good. People are acting like the Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl. Guys, they almost just lost to New Orleans. They debated we could have lost to New Orleans. Final score of that game was 25-19. Now, Drake May looked real good. I think he had 3 passing touchdowns. I know Kayshon Boutte had 5 for 95 and 2 tutties. Diggs wasn't even heavily involved. The Patriots have to get Trayvon Henderson going if they want any chance of actually being able to compete. But depending on the outcome of Monday Night Football, which the Bills are going to win, but if they lost, then technically the Patriots could be number 1 in the division, coming off that win versus the Bears, or versus the Bills, versus the, who do they beat? Versus the Bills. That was true. When I just said Patriots versus Patriots beating the Bills, I know it sounds like I'm having a stroke, my bad. It's because the Patriots beat the Bills. Like, my brain cannot comprehend that still in Sunday Night Football of Week 5. Absolutely crazy. But the Patriots take on the Titans. Mike Vrabel revenge game. The score shall be run up. Patriots are 6.5-point favorites. I like it. Panthers at Jets. They were singing Sweet Caroline. They finally won. And it was a good game versus the Cowboys. They actually exploited a bad defense. Congratulations. Rico Dowdle. Heck of a game. Chuba Hubbard's back. Does that hurt the Panthers' chances here against the Jets? The Jets look so bad. Like, realistically, both of these teams stink. The Jets are 1.5-point favorites here at home. I think Fields might have a bounce-back game. I know Garrett Wilson will. It just feels like whoever I pick right here is going to lose. I'm going with the Panthers because I've never seen did you guys see the way that the Jets handled their 2-minute drill? Very bad. They fake a punt, they pick it up, then they run clock out to make it second down after a run play that went nowhere. And then they basically let the clock go to the halftime instead of trying to get a field goal, run a Hail Mary. Absolute abomination. I'm not picking the Jets, man. As much as I hate the Panthers, I'm going Carolina, who are dogs. Hoo-hoo! Let's go! Raiders at Chiefs. Haven't seen the Chiefs play on Sunday Night Football. It doesn't even matter. Rashee Rice is back. Out of prison. I'm going with KC here. What's the spread? The spread should be 6 points. Taking a look. Again, Vegas is calling. They're saying it's 6 points, and it's 10.5. That spread is massive, but I'm going Chiefs. Dolphins at Browns. This is a close game. I think Dylan Gabriel's been protecting the football in a decent way. He had 50-plus pass attempts and only 29 completions, I believe. Tua Tagovailoa looked all right. There's kind of some drama after the game. He was saying it comes down to leadership, and a lot of the players are skipping the player meetings. So I don't know what the heck's going on down there in Miami. I know Waddle looked good. I know A-Chain looked good. I like to see Malik Washington more involved. Darren Waller obviously had what he thought was a game-winning touchdown until the Chargers pulled away at the last second. Do I think the Cleveland Browns can get it done here? The Browns are 2.5-point favorites here at home. And I think that Tua might have a bit of a headache against this Browns D-line. I'm actually going to go Browns at home. I know a lot of people are thinking I probably would have chose Dolphins as the upset. The offensive firepower, but this Browns defense is all right. Eagles versus Vikings. Tough one to predict. Do we see the Carson Wentz revenge game versus Philly? That would be hilarious. But it's probably going to be J.J. McCarthy. Vikings coming off of a bye week. Eagles look so bad. The Vikings, I think that they don't look great either on offense. I'm going with Philly to bounce back because realistically the city will be burnt down if they lose this game. And the Eagles are only 2.5-point favorites, so I would throw this in your spread as well. Monitor the quarterback situation for Minnesota. Giants at Broncos. You might think to yourself in week 1, this game's a light, bro. Broncos win. The Broncos almost lost to the Jets. It was embarrassing. Absolutely travesty. Now, the Broncos' defense is elite, but the Giants, and I thought Philly's defense was pretty good too. Giants dropped 34 on them. Jackson Dart, 60 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown. Cam Scatterbo, 3 rushing touchdowns. I mean, this Giants offense, even with 0 receivers, again, let me say it again, 0 receivers, they might just be okay. I mean, 2 wins out of 3 starts for Jackson Dart. And I mean, the one loss, though, came to the Saints. So can you really rely on this team actually being all right? I can't even find the spread for this game. It looks like the spread is actually unavailable right now. Let me hear what Vegas is calling. Yep. Broncos are 2.5-point favorites is what Vegas is telling me in my ear. Again, no idea if that's right. That's what I would set the line as. And I would take the Denver Broncos, man. They're just a more complete football club. And Bo Nix, as bad as he's looked, he's got more experience. And the Broncos defense, mile high in Bronco country, it's going to be a hard test for Jackson Dart. If he wins that one, I'll be impressed. Colts at Chargers. Indianapolis versus the Chargers. Both of these teams are playing pretty well. Chargers get a must-have win over the Dolphins. If they lost that one, it could have been panic time. Then you have the Indianapolis Colts, who, I mean, it would have been bad if they lost to AZ with Jacoby Brissett, but they pull it off. The Chargers come into this game as 1.5-point favorites. Indianapolis did not cover the spread, and they lost me some of my parlays. I don't know how they didn't cover the spread, but Indiana Jones looked good. Indiana Jones has looked good all season long. And Justin Herbert and the Chargers, something just seems missing. And what is it? Oh, is it 2 of their offensive linemen and their 2 running backs? Yeah, it's pretty big holes. So I'm going Indy on the road. It doesn't feel good, but I'm going with Indiana Jones. Packers and Cardinals. I saw someone saying there's a quarterback controversy in Arizona. There's not. I mean, there it is. I just laid it out for you. Green Bay comes in this game as 6.5-point favorites, and I like that. Commanders, Cowboys. Big game. It's in Jerry's World. Haven't seen Jenny Daniels on Monday Night Football. I'm expecting the Commanders to handle the Bears. My mind might change depending on the outcome of that. Dak Prescott has looked really, really good all season long. And the Cowboys are going to put up points against Washington. And they beat Washington. These games always get weird. NFC East battle. I think the Commanders win this game, but they're 2.5-point favorites, and honestly, I'm not touching it. Falcons and 49ers. I haven't seen the Falcons yet, but I will say that San Francisco 49ers played better than I expected. They hung out with a tough Buccaneers team, and Kendrick Bourne once again had 150 yards. Is Brock Purdy here is a big question mark. Is Jennings here? Probably. Is Pierce Hall here? I don't know. Is Kittle here? I don't know. A lot of unknowns right here. If we have another Mac Jones game, and we have Kittle back, and we have Pierce Hall in there, going San Fran to cover this 3-point spread. We got Bucks, Lions. We have 2 Monday night games, and you have got to be kidding me. Unfortunately, one of them is at 10 p.m. Eastern time. When are we going to stop? Monday night, 7 o'clock, Bucks and Lions. Now, that is an interesting game. Who's the receiver? Sterling Shepard? Caleb Johnson? I don't even... It's not, sorry, Cameron Johnson. I forget this guy's name, bro. You got Cameron Johnson, you got Tez Johnson. Those guys both scored touchdowns for the Bucks. Godwin missed week 6. Is he back for week 7? Probably. Is Evans back? Maybe. Is Ibuka there with a hamstring injury that he suffered in week 6? I don't know. So too many unknowns for Tampa Bay for me to take him. I wish that the Bucks were at full strength. I think this could have been a lot more exciting. The Lions are only 5.5-point favorites, which I think is a good deal to get in on. Texans and Seattle at 10 o'clock. I ain't watching. I have work. I ain't watching. The Texans are not good. Do not be deceived. This offense is bad. Then the defense is dirty. The defense plays well. Seattle. Been saying it all year. I said it all last year. Scam Darnold is good. He's good. He's all right. Yeah, he's solid. He can support JSN, and JSN's having a legacy-type season. Seahawks are 3-point favorites in Seattle. I'm smashing that as the hammer of the week. Give me Seattle to cover that at 10 o'clock. Again, do you want to have in your you want your parlay to come down to a 1 o'clock a.m. on Tuesday night game? But that is all of the picks for week 7. Let me know what you thought of week 6. Decent record, 10-2. Can the Lions upset the Chiefs? That'll be amazing. But week 7, we got a good slate of games. Ravens and Bills on bye. See you boys in week 8.